Hi, it's Kayla Nehemia, Sacred Erotic Love Coach, poet, and author. Today I'm talking about true love and boundaries. And just wanted to touch on this topic because it's an important one. And if you've been in any kind of relationships in the past where you feel like a person didn't really respect your boundaries, or you didn't have any, which was the case sometimes for me. I didn't really have any. But it's like when someone's saying to you that, I want you to do X, and you just disregard it. Like, I want you to care about, my feelings when I express them, and then sometimes if you don't really respond, or the other person doesn't respond, then you feel hurt. And it happens a lot. And if you don't express yourself, you don't really assert your boundaries, then it festers. And then it becomes like a pain, and it becomes stressful to deal with this person when that particular emotion comes up, and it goes on and on and on. It's like this never-ending vicious cycle. So what I'm suggesting, thank you those of you who are joining, hello. What I'm suggesting is to really assert your boundaries. Hi, how are you? And when you assert your boundaries, then you are making it very clear, one, your self-worth, and number two, that person, however they respond, it helps you to determine how your relationship will continue to evolve. And this is also important for those of you, many of you, are attracted to me, or really like what I'm saying. And many of you, some of you, will call me, and that's really over. That's not, I'm putting a boundary right here. I'm letting you know right now that I don't like that. I didn't ask you to call me, and I'm actually making a big point about this because sometimes we feel we have the right to get into another person's inner space without their permission. And that is incorrect. Everyone, including myself, when I'm dealing with another person, even if it's a relationship or even just a friend, I ask them permission. Even when I get on a call with a client, I ask permission. And so I am just letting you know that it's very important to ask permission. Part of authentic relating to somebody is saying, just relating from your heart. That's what's authentic relating. When you relate from your heart, you say, is this the right time to talk? I love to talk from my heart. Do you give me permission to speak with you right now? Because every person is sacred. And when you treat any kind of interaction in a sacred manner, that's when you get the full respect from another, and you give full respect to yourself. And I want to repeat that. We're all sacred human beings. And when you approach every interaction, whether it's your dog or your child or your spouse or your partner or the bus driver, when you relate to them from your heart, even if it's like, oh, ask a question, can I ask you a question, that is respecting another person's space and time. And I just wanted to reiterate that because it's really great that you love what I have to say, but it's not cool to call me. It's just not cool. I don't see that as a respecting of my boundary as a human being. I don't know you, and I'm more than happy to talk to you and chat with you, and see, if I can guide you. But again, my role is purely professional. I'm here to guide you on your sacred journey. So I just wanted to let you know because that personally affects me, and I'm just saying it just in the future for anyone who's talking about love and authentic relationship, it's about consent and permission and boundaries. Because we are all human beings, we all live on this planet, and we all have feelings. And so when it's clear that, and I'm stating it here clearly for all of you, it's clear that these are the boundaries that I have. And I make it very clear. Like, some people ask me for my number, and I say, no, I don't give out my number. The only people that have my number are my clients and my friends. Those are the only people that have my number. I don't really give out my WhatsApp number. Other people might, but that's not something I do. So I just wanted to make that clear, not for myself, but also in relationships. In relationships, you ask someone for their number. You ask them if you can call. You ask them. It's always asking. And it's a constant, consent and, going over, boundaries. And if you can, because then you're respecting them. You're respecting their space, their time, as you respect yourself. And if you, just call someone just because they are, that's not even respecting yourself. So because you want to be respected. So I just wanted to reiterate that as a really important point. Because when I feel, wow, I found this beautiful rock. I just found this beautiful, beautiful rock. Just wanted to share. But when, I feel that I've been, just personally speaking, and also for my clients, when our boundaries are not respected, then we feel hurt. And, I would assume for you as well. So, when you respect your own boundaries and you respect yourself and love yourself fully, that's when you can open up to another and ask for consent. Ask for consent to speak. Ask for consent to engage. Ask for consent to get deeper. Ask for consent in the bedroom. Ask for consent. Do you want to? Would you like to? It's like, I feel, can you give me permission to? It's all really very respectful, and it can be extremely erotic and amazing, but it's that simple asking of respect that everyone deserves. So I just wanted to share that with you because, if you don't know what your boundaries are, I'm asking you to think about what they are. What will you permit and what won't you permit? What do you really desire and what don't you really desire? And when you can deeply be honest with yourself about that, then you can be honest with another. So I'm encouraging you to take the time to decide for yourself what is it that you are desiring and what is it that you really like to come into your life and what is it you don't want to come into your life. When you can put your likes all in a, in a sheet or, we actually see it, then you're able to then bring that person in. You call them in because you're really certain about this is what I want. But when you're not sure what you want and you don't have any boundaries, then it becomes very, very vague. And then that person, it's not clear. The universe will not bring that person because it's very unclear. So the more clarity you have for yourself, then it becomes very clear for another to walk in. And as you respect yourself more fully, that's when you can really have this amazing relationship with another because you are honoring you are loving you're accepting you, and you know what your boundaries are. And they may change, but you always feel into it for yourself and you convey that to another. So I hope this resonated with you, and I thank you so much for joining, and the likes, thank you so much. Again, those of you who this is resonating with, I have a 4-week course that we can get deeper into these kinds of issues. It's a writing course, and it's really about your heart, your emotions, your feelings, what happened before, and what do you desire next, your vision. I'd love to help you to go there. And I will be putting a link in the description. And if you like some more free content that's deeper than what you're getting here, I invite you into my free closed group for men and women. And I'll put a link in here. Thank you so much for joining. Namaste, Om Shanti, Shalom. And thanks for letting me find this with you. Bye-bye.